Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Charlie Cobra Reviews, and this is our review for Here Alone. This movie has me very mixed on where I stand on it. I originally liked it from the beginning. Lucy Walters puts on an amazing performance as Anne, and the film showed the extremes that Anne goes through to keep on living in this world full of zombies, and the survival skills she displays are respectable. All of that gave this movie a level of realism that is overlooked or ignored in most zombie films that are just about blood and gore. I really enjoyed the flashback scenes, which showed that she wasn't always alone and fills in the gaps of her backstory. When 30 minutes had passed and no real action scenes happened, that didn't bother me as much as some zombie films have, a building up that happens, but I was alarmed and greatly disappointed when at over an hour into the film, nothing had really happened in terms of zombie action. This movie is a good movie for the drama part of it and showing that part of the character interaction in a zombie apocalypse setting, but it was a big time letdown when it came to the zombie part. I was hugely disappointed in this film as a zombie movie. It wasn't until probably the last 20, maybe 15 minutes that any zombie action really happened, and the zombies were not of the quality that I'm used to. There were some clever scenes, but I just couldn't get over how stagnant the plot was and how long anything took to happen in this movie, and it's really just a drama with a bunch of dialogue. I wouldn't recommend this movie for anyone looking to watch a zombie movie, unless you want to watch one that isn't really scary in any way. Because of that, I would have to say that this is a good movie, but way below average zombie movie. I gave it a 3 out of 10. Beyond this point, there'll be spoilers in this next section. So like I said, I can't believe what a letdown this movie wound up being when it had so much potential. It started off really strong, and I like Anne, Lucy Walters, and thought she was a strong female lead protagonist. She demonstrated early on the extremes she puts herself through to ensure her survival, such as covering her naked body with a mixture of scat and mud to cover her scent, cutting herself to collect blood and use as bait to lure zombies away, and collecting her urine to douse herself with in case any zombies follow her back to her camp. She's shown rationing her food and scavenging maggots for protein and keeping 2 campsites in case one's lost. Even when she ventures out to get supplies, the moment she hears zombies, she doesn't wait to see them. She stops what she's doing and gets moving. What killed me with this film was that it's so slow building and wound up being nothing but dialogue. The flashbacks intrigued me because I was interested in her backstory since it showed she wasn't always alone and had a husband and baby. But nothing ever happened even when she chose to help these strangers who she didn't know and house them in her camp and give them food. For more than an hour of the film, there's probably only 1 minute of zombies. It's not until the last 15 to 20 minutes of the movie does it get good when Chris's daughter Olivia betrays her on a raid and knocks her out and ties her up and screams to attract zombies before leaving her to die. It was already hinted at that Olivia didn't really like Anne as much as she was pretending to, or that she was getting jealous of Chris and her relationship, so this wasn't even as big as a surprise as it should have been, but it was a little shocking. I did like how when Anne goes to help them, when she gets freed, that she forgets to grab more ammunition and has to choose who she will help survive. I thought that was very believable and a good final twist, especially since she chooses Olivia, who tried to kill her. Still, everything in this movie could have been summed up in an episode of The Walking Dead and been better action-wise, if not as good drama-wise, but close. I still give this movie a 3 out of 10. Once again, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to check out this review. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This was movie number 9 of our 31 Days of Halloween movie challenge, so stay tuned for the next scary movie review. And remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.